Back on the Wegmans postgame show, Tim McCaffrey joined by Frankie DiPillo, Nick DiPillo, and the truth, Eli Clark, gets her rightful seat as the Wegmans star of the game, 16 points, 5 assists. Coach, I like how you gave him a little room to, breathe, 16 points, and you stormed back, dominated the second half today, and in large part a team effort, but 42 points in the second half. That's the offense we've been looking for.
Yeah, tell me about it. You know what? For us, it was about establishing points in the paint, and for us to get 38 points in the paint was huge. It opened things up for Sierra, for Eli, for everybody else. The ball screen refusals and the paint touches we were able to get off the drive. I thought even, regardless of what their stats say, Bree and Hayden, Meg, when she was in there, honestly, I thought Sid did a really good job getting up and down the floor and collapsing and shrinking the defense, which opened some things up for us. I
want you to talk a little bit about the change of the starting lineup. You shuffle the deck a little bit today, but Michele Lombardi gives you some great minutes in the early going. And, there wasn't a lot of offense in the early going, but the score was tied in the first 4 or 5 minutes. So you're in the game. I know that's a big difference to where you want to be.
Yeah, a big part of it, really what drove it was, you're looking for that identity where you can just be tough, get off to a good start, kind of theoretically punch him in the mouth to get started, and that's literally who Mick is. So, her energy is infectious. She'll never lose the effort battle, and I think that just by osmosis kind of carried over to the rest of the group.
Now, I don't want you to give away what you told the group at halftime, but certainly a different dynamic in the second half. If you could bottle it and sell it, you probably would. Yeah. But what was the overarching theme at the half?
Well, I'm going to start by saying, regardless of what I tell them, the fact that they applied it was the most important thing. So I'm going to start with that. But, for us, it was the same challenge that I gave them at the halftime of the St. Francis game. If our forwards can dominate with effort and energy, and not statistics, but just dominate the paint with their effort and energy, everything will work better. We'll flow better offensively. We'll collapse the defense. We'll get to the free throw line a little bit more. Everything just looks a little bit better. And again, we had almost 5 people in double figures. So, I think the forwards really got that started for us.
Well, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk to the person that's here, the freshman, and 16 points, a new career high for you, Eli Clark, 5 assists, and as the season goes on, it's impossible to not notice how much better you are getting game in and game out. Congratulations on being our Wegman star of the game, the first of many, hopefully. And if you could we get the microphone up because this is always the first part of it. Just talk to me about blame it on Coach. That's a turnover on Coach. Talk to me about the 16 points and just the come from behind attitude. This team never quits, no matter how much they are down.
Yeah, a lot of the plays we started running require me coming off these downhill screens, so I'm just trying to make the right read, whether it's attacking the basket, getting that little pass to the post, or swinging it back to a three-point shooter. But we have a lot of fight in us. We just want to win. We all want to play together for each other. So, coming back from behind these games, it's fun. We're having fun out there.
When you talk about leadership as a freshman, putting the ball in the hands of a point guard, you're talking about some rarefied air in this program. You're talking about the Michaela Roberts, of which, you are getting that assist. Those assist numbers are very comparable. And I know that's something that when you start bringing up Michaela Roberts' name in this program, that is really something special. You've been given the basketball in a very tough spot to be the point guard and the leader of this team, and we can see your leadership on the field or on the floor. Talk about the pressure and how you've been able to overcome that and just getting the basketball in your hands.
Yeah, I've always played point guard my whole life, but coming into college, it was a different position, just the availability of everyone. So I'm just trying to find my way back into this, and it's obviously hard, trying not to turn the ball over too much and making these right decisions. But I think I'm getting more comfortable with it, especially when everyone's working hard, moving fast. It's easy to find the open person, and we have a lot of people that can knock down shots.
And you're able to free people up. The behind-the-back dribbles are able to be elusive. You can able to go to your right and to your left. But what's important to this guy over here, not only Frankie but to Coach DiPillo, is that you're able to get this chemistry that is clearly happening with almost every single one of your teammates. You are making your teammates better. How has that progression worked as you're the newcomer? It's supposed to be hard for you to find that chemistry.
Yeah, I think we all just love playing with each other, and I especially am happy that they've all welcomed me into this role of being able to be the point guard and distribute the ball, get them open. And it's fun. We're all enjoying ourselves out there every single time. It sucks having to come back from behind, but we enjoy it. Like, that's a fight. Like, that's a very good win. So
there are going to be times in the future where this team's up by 16 in the first half, wins
Yeah.
by 32, and we're going to be like, hey, remember when we were down by 16? I had to do that in the second half. So the good days, the great days are coming. These are good days, but great days are ahead, and you are going to be a huge part of that. And we thank you for giving us a couple of minutes on the Wegmans Postgame Show.
Thanks, Tim.
Coach, thanks so much for stopping by. We'll talk in a couple of minutes.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
That's the Wegmans Postgame Show, the Coach's Corner with Nick DiPillo. Back with more after this on the Wegmans Postgame Show, following a Dolphin victory, 60-58 over Mercyhurst.